because I mean, you're doing, makeup, um, event planning, you're acting, and you're starting, modeling, and then you got into the whole fashion design thing that we spoke about with Javen. But I wanted to get your take on that whole journey towards getting the fashion designing as well as creating your own fashion line with your fiance.
Well, the clothing line was like he said before. So I keep it short, but it was something to where we already had like a lot of things going on, and so I'm just like, oh
Mm,
my gosh,
mhm.
this is going to be a lot of work. Like most people, it takes them a year or two to create a whole line. So we had a couple months to pull everything together. So,
Mm.
um, but of course, my man is very convincing. So he got me on board and we did it. And I'm very happy that he convinced me
Yes,
to do it.
me
It's something
too. Me
that
too.
I'm very proud of. And it's like something checked off the list. And I can't wait to revisit that part and to release another collection and to go deeper because there's so much more that we would like to do.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
I know that, everything happens for a reason. So I'm just very blessed to have that opportunity to even say, um, I was given that type of platform. So,
Yes, absolutely. So let me kind of I want to get more into your journey towards um owning, your sexuality and how did you how did how because I heard what Javen said that ever since he was 5 you knew. So I just want to get into your story, into your coming out story. How did you know that this is who you were, this is who you are, and like what you see is what you get type of thing. Like when did that happen for you? That epiphany happen for you?
um, I mean, I feel like I've been gay all my life. I knew a beautiful woman or a pretty girl if I saw one, but I never really had like a super desire to be with the woman. I have dated women up into high school.
You did? Okay.
Um, yes, I dated
Mm.
women up into high school, but I am a gold star gay. I've never been with a woman.
That's what that means, ghost star. Okay, okay,
Yes.
okay, okay.
Um, I've never been with a woman. I've dated some of the most beautiful women and beautiful young girls when I was young. But hey, that's what it was.
Right,
At,
right.
at 2 years old, I was walking in my mother's patent leather pumps with the Easter basket on my shoulder, walking down the hallway saying bye bye. I mean, I feel like who I am, I have been since I can remember. Now, when it comes to my sexuality and who I like,
Mhm.
I discovered that truly, I would say, in late high school
Oh, late
um,
high school.
is when I
Mm.
just really started to like really explore and be like, okay, what's a given? Um, But as far as just like me being flamboyant and I feel like I always feel like I've been androgynous, even when it comes to like my body growing up. And I
Mhm.
remember having certain conversations with my dad and just not feeling like my body looked like other boys' body who was my age. And like when we would go to the pool, I remember not wanting to take my shirt off because I felt like my body didn't look like
Mm.
I felt like my body looked more like a girl. And it was just certain things that I remember growing up where I always felt like I was always gender bending. Um,
Got you. Got it. Got it. Yes.
so, um, yeah, so I think, I've always kind of even like Javen talks about how he was creating his clothes, designing his clothes and stuff like that. Like I've always been very fashionable, into fashion. Like I remember winning like best dress at school one time and like all the latest stuff. Like I was telling my dad, we gotta go to the mall, we got so I've
Mhm.
always kind of been like that, even though my fashion has evolved.
Yes, yes.
But I've always been into fashion when it comes to that aspect. Um, excuse me. But yeah, I think that
Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, so no, I want to I want to kind of fill in that void you got right there. But
yeah.
so um I want to, because I really want to ask you this. Growing up in a church, being a son of a pastor, and giving what you're giving right now, I want to get some type. I want to know like what type of pushback you have been getting. Since um,
What is it that I'm giving?
but you everything,
What am I
all of
giving?
it, all of it, all of
What
it.
am I giving, my love? Tell me, darling.
All
What
of it.
what am I
That
giving? I don't
you know.
know. I mean, what should I expect? No. All jokes aside, I am very blessed. I am very fortunate to have a father, and not just a father, but a family who don't play by me,
Okay.
who loves me, who appreciates me, who cherishes me, and they also know who I am and the calling that I have on my life. And though I feel like some people in the family may have it taken them some
Or the
time to
church.
get where they need to be, but when it
Mhm.
comes to the people who are the closest to me, the people who I spend my quality time with, who I pour into and give those intimate things to, they love me and they appreciate me. And so, it feels good to just be accepted and to feel like I could be myself. Um,
But it had to be an initial response from the church at least. I mean, not I mean, I know that your family, I
but you have
understand
to
the reason
also
for the.
realize that, like, I didn't just become a PK, you know?
Okay. Mhm,
So
mhm.
everything that I did was news,
Got it.
everything
Mhm.
when I posed for a pink gun for it was like a campaign against gay violence and hate crimes.
Got it.
It was a topic of the whole conversation. I had a friend who was like posing with their tongue out, like, and I mean, it was the topic of the church. So
Mhm,
I mean, you have to realize, like, growing up in that type of
mhm,
environment when people are always looking at you, everything, like, that was the Facebook era when Facebook first came out. So everything that I posted, like, it was news to the point where I started blocking like all the people who went to church back home, um, or was it even connected to anybody that I knew back home. I
mhm.
had to start blocking them because it was just like, I'm going to live my life, and that's what I ultimately told my parents. I gave them an ultimatum:
Okay. And what was the ultimatum?
love me for who I am and have me a part of your life, or not, and I can go live my life and you can go live yours.
Well, apparently they choose the former.